pull each other in because this is good. This is definitely good. Carlos Sainz loses the position as we go in the inside. Hi everyone, it's InformerHyena and welcome back to the channel with a new Formula 1 2020 video, guys, here in Hungary. Before we jump right in our car, I want to quickly remind you guys to consider subscribing. My current goal is to reach 200 subs. Leave a like on this video, let's reach 10 likes. Leave a comment down below as well, let me know your opinion or a feedback. And don't forget to share this video with all your passionate Formula 1 friends. Follow me on all my social medias, as well as Twitch, all links are down below, and stay tuned of course for future content as well. With that said, welcome here on the Hungarian. I did my practice 1, practice 2, we are right to simulate the third and final practice, and let's get all the points. Good point from Jack Heitken as well, 173 points, ooh, and here we go. Can we reach level 10? Can we reach level 10? Because this is gonna be another sponsor, it is. We can finally get the third and final sponsor. And let's do it now actually, can we? No, I don't think so. As you guys can see, AI driver level 85 for the qualifying. That remains standard. The setup feels awesome. The car feels super attached to the ground. Let's see, as you guys can see, qualifying completely to the dry, race completely to dry as well, but with a lot of darkness. If we consider the the sky, engine, it's completely functional. 17% of overall wear, which is good, which is very good. Let's jump right into our qualifying, guys. As I did for the last video in Silverstone, the setup is down below into the description so that I can, you know, save a little bit of more time. As always, I'm skipping time. Let's see you in the car. And here we are, last final couple of corners of the Hungarian to start our one and only try of hot lap, of course. This qualifying session, let's see if it's gonna be enough to go in Q2. Extremely fast so far, I gotta be honest. Very beautiful. No mistakes, very clean. Let's see how it's going to be as we approach the final and only turn of the Hungarian. It's gonna be a 1:16.5. It's enough to get to Q2 for sure, because it's the 6th place, isn't it? Indeed, yes. We are always behind Vettel. What a beautiful start and beginning of the race in Great Britain at Silverstone, and then the race got completely destroyed by a safety car. Here we are again. Same spot. Let's do this even for the Q2. Let's get the Q3. We didn't manage to get the Q3 in Silverstone. Let's see if it's gonna be enough now. wide right there, but still I don't think we lost too much. As we cross the line, it's an 11th place.
Okay, we're currently in the drop zone. We need you to move up into the top 10 or we won't progress to the shootout.
That's not enough to go for another one. And we did not manage to get the Q3. Wow, that's insane. How much did we miss it for? Literally 50 milliseconds. I knew I made one mistake. Well, actually, no. It's 70 milliseconds if we consider Stroll. I know where I made a mess. I upshifted while downshifting at the end of the second sector. I think that there we went too wide. Damn it! Twice in a row we cannot get the Q3. And we start 12th. Let's see, because there is not that much space for overtake here in Hungary.
Let's have your thoughts.
Let's see if we can go for the points. I mean, damn it.
Are you going to carry that momentum into the
Definitely. That's the plan.
Interesting result today. Would you say that you're happy with your performance?
Well, things could have gone better. This is definitely how I feel.
What exactly was it you weren't happy about?
We seem to lock down first. No, can I say about me? A lot of the parts are getting worn. It's really... No. Our wheelbase didn't feel right for the truck. No, my Fanatec CSL Elite is working nicely. So, no comment. That was my mistake, actually.
Appreciate your time.
That was me making mistake in two corners in particular. Anyway, guys, as always, bring back the difficulty up to 90 for the race. And let's see. Oh, at least we qualified better than Daniel, which is very nice. 20 to 17. We have 2 races to win this rivalry with the Renault. Jack actually leveled up to 6, which is nice. Let's go. Okay. Hopefully we can have a wonderful race full of action, hopefully. Everything depends by the strategy though, because I know that there where we can either gain or lose positions. Let's go and check.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position. And it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have
How is it possible? How much did we do?
Max Verstappen and Leclerc.
Where did we close to 119?
Norris and Lance Stroll. Fiat. The
No, we were
engineer,
117.
Daniel Ricciardo, and
1.5 seconds
Antonio Giovinazzi
slower.
and Roman Grosjean. Raikkonen,
Where is our teammate?
Russell, Aitken, and
No, Jack. 21st, Jackie. Come on, step up. The car is good. That's a good strategy. That's a definitely good strategy. Push the first 6 laps like demons and then pace with the mediums. Definitely. Alpha lap is enough because, guys, I'm pretty sure we will not gain any position by overtaking because we don't have the car. Second, this is not the right track. And I'm pretty sure that we can gain position by simply having a good strategy. This is what I am hoping for. We have Daniel Ricciardo right behind us. And let's go for this formation lap.
Okay, how was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well.
Anyway, turn 1. Very tricky corner. There I got a big completely safe, because diving in the inside is a suicide. It's an hairpin, and that is not what we want to. Following by this amazing section of corner, I love this part. Right after the first corner up to the beginning of the third sector is just beautiful. That is where
No rain
I
expected.
think we shine the most. But let's see, because Kvyat and Stroll are in front of us, and then the two McLarens, and then Perez. Damn it, I was looking at the grid. Disqualify, yes. No, guys, I was looking at the grid to you know, remind ourselves who's in front of us. Anyway, yeah, the two McLarens, and then Perez, and then the Ferrari of Vettel, I believe. Then the Red Bulls, Leclerc, and Bottas Hamilton. This is the grid. Let's see, I mean, technically, I don't know actually the benchmark regard us and the cars in front of us. By in front of us, I'm talking about Kvyat, the Racing Points, and the McLarens, because they are the only one that we can actually fight with, hopefully, and hopefully even gain the position, because surely we don't have enough to go for the Ferraris. We did it in Silverstone, and we were actually pretty close to, but then a safety car ruined our strategy. Go check it out if you did not watch that Grand Prix. But here we are right behind the Kvyat's rear tires as we approach our starting grid. And as you guys can see, Kvyat, Stroll, Norris, Sainz, and Perez, these are the only 5 cars we can fight with.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence.
And here we are, guys. It's 5 red lights. And away we go, as we surely start much faster than Stroll. So does Kvyat. And we gained already a position at the start. Careful at the first corner as we dive in the outside of everyone. So does Norris. Sainz. That's what I meant to say. Sainz is fighting with Albon for the 7th place. Let's see if we can put each other in, because this is good. This is definitely good. Carlos Sainz loses the position as we go in the inside. No space there. Oh, there was racecraft. There was racecraft to get Albon. We're having extremely good fights with Alex Albon lately, as
That's a strong start. Well done.
we cut pretty much through the chicane. I realize now why it's the 7th place and whatnot, because Perez is in front of Ferrari and the Red Bull of Verstappen. And what a race we're having with Alex Albon lately, since the Canadian Grand Prix. We are fighting with that Red Bull like we mean it. And we certainly do so. But it's actually Charles Leclerc in 5th place. It's not Sebastian. We already have to save a bit of fuel here, because we did all the first lap in fuel spec number 3, and we're already in deficit. I see why we had a great start actually. Lately I'm actually not practicing at all the starts, but I think I found myself a trick to definitely start well, and it's nothing about cheat. It's simply, you know, the right position of the pedal, let's say, of the throttle, as we are following Verstappen and Leclerc. It feels very good knowing that we keep this pace. And no, this is not actually Perez bottlenecking them, because as you can see, Leclerc is not that close to Perez. Like, we're all keeping a fair distance between everyone. So is actually Albon from us as well. And then, as you guys can see from the mini-map, it's the 2 McLarens, and then there is a big hole of space. That is surely where the performance of the cars actually can see the difference. And
DRS will be
it's DRS enabled.
You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
As Leclerc, it would be very nice if both cars in front of us.
To the car behind. Keep pushing.
will take advantage on Perez, because so that we can try as well. Or what we can actually do, if they cannot, is develop our strategy, maybe in an undercut, and try to see if we can gain those positions, those 3 positions right at the pit. Let's see if we can stop at the 4th instead of the 5th, as we are simply following, and I mean they're not going anywhere, so don't we, because it's of course Verstappen, Albon and the 2 McLarens right here, so it's not that we are getting slowed by, we're simply following. And since, as you guys can see and know already, Hungary is not that famous to have many overtakes, because it's not a track where you can easily overtake. And maybe we can actually do something on the straight. I mean, I'm sorry, on the straight, on the pit stop.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
We should stop at. I did not see it. Between lap 6. And by reading this, actually I let Albon an open window. So lap 6. We can try to pit now with the mediums and have fresh air. Should we do it now or next lap? But if we do it now, it's 14 laps of mediums. Let's do it at the 5th lap. So next lap we are stopping. We're stopping 1 lap earlier, because our pit window is at the 6th. Or is it? Yeah, it was at the 6th, I remember. And here we are, box this lap.
Receive you at the end of this lap.
Let's see if my mental strategy can work, because if we can have a good pace, I mean, we're gonna overtake both Verstappen and Leclerc, and probably Perez as well, because he's right there, unless a safety car happens, and I don't want to even hear it.
Some information on Latifi. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Latifi is retiring. And look his position where he is. Hopefully it's not calling a safety car. No, it doesn't look like, because everyone passed through the sector, I mean the section. There is no safety car in, thank you, because I know if that safety car is to ruin someone's race, that race is me. We are approaching our pit stop. We are stopping now. Let's see if this can be a very good strategy, as actually Perez stops with us because he has the softs. Interesting. I mean, wait, everyone has the softs. Interesting. So even Sebastian Vettel stopped. So a lot of people are actually stopping now. So maybe we can have the advantage on Leclerc and Verstappen. That would be beautiful. 1.8 of seconds for the pit stop, and we are right behind Perez.
Receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Wait, did I get a penalty of dangerous driving? I didn't, of course. I got released when they told me to. Lewis Hamilton, he is right in front of us. He was the first, he was leading the race. He is right there. Does that mean that we are currently in the third place? Because we stopped right with him. But wait, wasn't Sebastian in front of us? So no, technically Sebastian overtook Hamilton on the pit stop. Because if it's if it's Hamilton in front of us, and we were right by, well, actually, when we got in the pits, Sebastian Vettel left it. Means that Vettel is in front of Hamilton. That's, in any case, Hamilton was in the top 3. So as long as now Verstappen and Leclerc are in the pits, and they are actually, let's see if this is enough, because Albon is right behind us. Is this enough to get the position to them? As they arrive now out of the pits, indeed, it is. To get the positions, we have them right behind us. Charles Leclerc behind Albon. So even Albon actually gained the position on his teammate and Leclerc. And now it's a resistant race, because now we can literally survive. Well, someone in front of us did not stop. Definitely not, because we are 8th and Perez was 4th. So technically there are still 4 drivers in front of us which did not stop. And yeah, I can definitely see damn it, I should focus in this section, but I see a Renault and a Haas in front of us, I mean on the minimap of course. Let's keep the tire degradation, because this is important to us to keep in mind, considering that we stopped 1 lap before. So, but technically, I remember that the teammate is in the pits actually, so he was even in front of us. I remember that.
Jack in the pits.
No, Albon is very close, but I don't think he has enough. No, definitely not. I remember the graph of the tire being extremely safe for the duration, so 1 more lap would not surely give us insane tire degradation, as we follow Perez in the 4th place, so we are currently 5th. That's what actually we can say right now at the moment, because in front of Perez
is out in front.
Exactly, Bottas is leading, then Sebastian Vettel, then Lewis. So it's only me and Perez before the expected drivers holding this position. And as I said, I mean, I'm not confident to keep this position, but I'm confident that we will fight it, because it's not very easy to overtake here in Hungary. And if I see a window, of course I will try to seal the deal on Perez as well. But now it's Alex Albon who can try the move on us probably, but at the same time, of course, he has to take care of Charles Leclerc right behind him. And we see that Max Verstappen is somehow behind one of the McLarens, of possibly, actually definitely Carlos Sainz, because Norris was behind everyone. As what a beautiful entrance, I mean actually exit of turn 1 from Alex Albon, as he tries the inside of turn 3. I mean actually the outside of turn 3, not quite enough, as I have to a little bit push it now, because if I don't get nearby Perez, then I'm a free choice of overtake for the monsters behind us.
Albon behind, less than a second separate you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2
Big
laps
mistake
old.
right there.
The time last lap was a 1 minute 19.
Big mistake right there. My god, what an understeer. And at the same time I opened the radio, and that was not cool, because I panicked something besides then, of course, you know, boxed this lap, because otherwise it would have been a mess. But we don't have the DRS. That mistake probably cost us the position on Alex Albon, as he tries the inside of turn 1, as we break him extremely late. Is this enough to defend? Probably not, as he tries the outside as well again. I am putting myself in the inside. What a fight between me and Albon we are having lately. Incredible maneuver by my side. Enough to, of course, keep him behind. But as I said, we lost touch with Perez. This is not what we wanted. That mistake cost me literally 1 second. Let's see to get back on Paris now, because we definitely need to get the DRS zone back, otherwise truly Alex Albon will try, as he tries now, going in the inside. This is actually not good to do, Albon, because you're losing a lot of time on Leclerc, and Leclerc is a much faster car than what you have, and this is surely going to overtake you easy on the straight if you keep on doing that, as he now gets the DRS from me. We don't have DRS from no one. As he goes in the inside of turn 1, we keep on braking extremely late. Is this enough to keep it behind? It looks like, as we now put ourselves in the outside, having a very easy and clean inside here, 2 seconds away from Perez. We lost everything on Checo. I managed to gain quite a lot of gap between me and Albon in the last sector. This is probably going to be enough at least to defend each other. Yeah, it's definitely enough to defend ourselves here.
To the car in front is 3.0
but it's 3 seconds away. I mean, we are 3 seconds away from Perez. That's not what we want. Guys, focus with 6 laps to get back behind on Perez. Let's see if we are up to the task.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Here we are, of course, for the final lap of the race. I managed to gain quite a fair amount of time on the cars behind. 2 laps ago was actually, I asked to Jeff, he said that we are gaining 5/10 of a second. I mean, we were gaining, of course, 5/10 of a second on Albon. And I'm pretty sure that Albon at the end of the race, I mean, while I was catching up on Perez, which as you can see was impossible, he actually had some problems because Leclerc overtook him easily, as you guys can see. He's 1 second behind us. And Albon is 4.6 from us. So technically a lot of time that we gained on Albon. A little bit less on Leclerc, but surely it's enough to seal the deal for this 5th place, as Valtteri Bottas definitely wins the Grand Prix, starting 2nd. Sebastian Vettel is the one getting the 2nd place, and Lewis Hamilton starting 1st, actually arrived the 3rd. Perez, what a race for him, he arrived 4th, and right behind him, Francesco Informer 5th, and then Charles Leclerc. That was surely better as a race than what we had in Great Britain, as we get the driver of the day. Beautiful start right at the outside of turn 1. We gained too many places, and then where it was impossible to overtake, we made the nose in Albon's car, and shy enough we went inside, shy enough for him not to defend itself. Ooh.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight among...
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we have to manage a lot of the car, guys, because we have to get the new sponsor, we have to do many things.
And after this round of the World
Championship, more 10 points. We're going up and down. Are we? Is this enough actually to go in front?
At the top of the table. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
I have to give it to the engineer.
Yeah, give it to the engineer. Guys, we are 2 points away from Perez, 6 points away from Stroll. In 6 points, we can put each other at the 7th place. Right behind Mercedes, Ferraris and Red Bulls. Pretty much the highest we can get. Or maybe, easy, because Alex Albon is 47 points away. If we get 10 points, it's 5 races from now. And is it enough to get in front of Renault TTs? We are 5 points in front of the Renault in the constructor standing. This is exactly what I wanted. Now let's see if we can go to get the McLaren, and let's see if we can actually steal the place from the Racing Point. If we can get to the 4th place in the constructor, that would be insane. Insane. Oh boy, I'm hyped.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
Did I?
Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today?
No, at all. Not really. I have so much more grip than the other drive. That's actually true though. I had the power. Nope. The car had the grace of pallet dancer. Yes. But I want to go a little bit for the Aero. There was no struggle. Just pushed as a grip. No, that should be the Aero. He said, nice. Yes. Perfect.
Breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
There is no secret. It's about having a great team in the car. Yeah. Let's go for that. It helps us level up.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, Claire. Thank you very much. Wow. Daniel had the faster lap on us, but we had everything else besides it. 23-20. This is a very close rivalry. And Team Jack, though, he arrived again last. He doesn't seem to be up to the task of this Hyena F1 team. Big money, $428,000 that arrive in, and we even gained 20,000 from Jack. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it's enough to get nearby $3,000. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors is cleared, and we're making
Press
a good profit
interview.
against our running costs.
Interesting. Okay, so we have roughly 4 days. Fund and team event away. Ooh, that's looking nice. Because we get 5% of everything, of moral, which is very good. That's right, we are right before the season break. That's true, so technically we can, I don't know, how does it work? Do we develop the car faster in this time? I don't know, but in any case, let's go for the, why is in the parentheses away? Team event away, huh? But anyway, yeah, let's go with that. I don't know what that means. $3,000. First of all, let's go develop the car, because I want to develop the area. I want to do this. We're going straight in front of the McLaren, as my eyes see. Because now actually we have one of the worst areas in the grid, because a lot of people evolved their aerodynamics. It will arrive after the Italian Grand Prix. Spec 2 required to rush. Spec 2 required to rush. Wait. How do you get the Spec 2? Because I think it's, how do you get Spec 2? Probably putting level 2 on everything? Does that make sense? I don't know. Yeah, I think so, but we need 5,000, so it's impossible. So we are having a good aero package for Singapore. That's what you're saying to me. Is this what you're telling me? That you will arrive after the Italian Grand Prix? It will arrive the 9th of September, which is, by the way, my birthday, September 9th. I mean, if that's the case, yeah, let's do it. I really wanted this upgrade for Monza, but apparently this is not the case. This is definitely not the case. Okay, so one thing I want to show you guys is the gearbox. The gearbox is destroyed. That's a problem because we have to do 2 of the races with this gearbox. That's what the game says. And I don't know if we should keep this for the Belgian Grand Prix or before the Belgian Grand Prix get another one. I don't know, but let's see definitely what to do. What should I develop? Because we have 3,000 euros and improve resource points generation to 60. This is definitely not enough. I mean, we can technically probably bring it to spec number 2 and remain with 980,000 euros. Or, you see, isn't it better to develop this and have a better simulator? because our teammate is kind of like ruining our pace, let's say, because it could have been better. Let's do this, guys. Let's see if it's worth it or not. And then we have 1.5, where we cannot do much with it. Okay, let's advance and arrive to the season break.
As we continue to increase our acclaim, more potential partners become willing to work with us.
Of course.
We can now approach an additional sponsor from the corporate tab.
Beautiful. Go to the press interview. Let's go to the press interview before the sponsor.
Well, it's great to be back at your headquarters, and I've got to say, an awful lot's changed since we were last here. Let's dive
True.
in with some questions. You lost your second driver due to financial issues. How dire is the situation at your team?
Well, things can get much worse, can they? No, it's nothing we can't recover from, because we recovered pretty nicely.
Your team's been picking up points fairly consistently.
True.
Do you think you'll be able to become a challenge to the top teams in the future?
Definitely. We wouldn't be in this spot if we weren't planning on winning. Thanks to our friends at XXY, we have to know. Does it do anything when we get the sponsor's answer? That's our aim. It will take time. You know what, guys? I want to see what happens. Our sponsor has given you a bonus. Yes, perfect.
Getting more comfortable with their car. Have you been focusing on their development?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're doing it. Investment in our staff is so important in the sport. They're making progress, but I think we can push them harder. They've really been putting the... This is not true. But let's go with the simulator, because that's what actually we're doing.
See your relationship with your second driver being long-term?
No.
Or will you be looking for someone else if you're successful?
We invest in our staff here. So long as they put in the effort, we will support them. If they can develop as fast as the team, then their position is safe. That's exactly my point. If they give us good results, their position is safe. No. If they can develop themselves with the car, then yes.
Is it safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first?
No.
Your team.
No, absolutely not. There are no team orders here. And we've been saying this already twice. We are definitely faster than our teammate.
Fine with you. Best of luck out on track.
Thank you very much to you and to Sky Sport F1. Okay, guys. So there's the break, but before we do so, let's get the third sponsor finally. Again, I think that the best to do is weekly income. What is this? Scored 33 points during one race week. This is pretty much first and second place. Neon, qualifying P4 or better. Achieve the fastest lap in any session. Achieve a top 4 finish during the race. As a team, complete a total, nope. Complete a weekend without colliding, impossible. As we said already, top 12. Should we bring Pay Night back? Let's go with gold bonus then. Let's see if which one is best. As a team, complete a total of 100 laps during a race weekend. This is a lot of money though. Qualify P4, fastest lap, 33 points. First position, 10 laps. 10 laps! Achieve and hold first position for 4 laps, impossible. Score 20 Constructor Championship during a race weekend. First position, 20 Constructor Championship during a race weekend. Achieve the fastest lap in any session. First position for 2 laps, it's impossible. Complete a claim race, it's impossible as well. Score more points on it. This is probably the best one we can go. Let's go with Monet Paris. I'm sorry, I didn't see the O. Let's go for that one. Okay, guys. It looks to me like we are in a good shape. Let's advance to the season break. As there isn't another race for a while, we will be closing down the team HQ until the next race weekend. Looks good. So let's go for that. We go money. Oh, we have quite a lot of money actually, yeah. And with 2 days, why can we not do this one? Or did we? Simulating training, definitely, yes. And with this 2 million, I am going to the simulator, guys. So that at least we have the excuse of having level 2 in the simulator. This should be level 2. And that's fair enough. Guys, actually, let's keep it to... No. I wanted to skip the time. Right before the Belgian Grand Prix, engine cover. Oh, nice. Did we gain an engine from... Yeah, we did. We actually did. We gained this one, right? fitted. Yes, indeed. Perfect. So we have actually a better engine than Renault itself. Fairly nice, very nice. Okay, before we, of course, say hi to each other, let's see, guys, if the facility received it. No, 29th of August. Okay. So we are in 27th. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the race. Leave a like, subscribe. If you're new, let me know in the comments down below what you think. I will see you for the Belgium Grand Prix very soon from InformerHyena. So, ciao a tutti ragazzi.